Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Tuesday evening, afternoon of sorts. And before I start this video, I just want to ask you to like the video if you do enjoy these tutorial videos. Comment on what measurements you take on your clothing when you're listing on eBay. And if you would like to see more of these videos regularly, then I do encourage you to hit the subscribe button, as you will be notified when they are uploaded. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about the importance and what you need to be doing to make sure the measurements on your clothing are accurate and what sort of measurements you need to be doing. Now, putting measurements on your clothing is so important, especially if you're selling pre-loved clothing, because when you wash a piece of clothing, the size may change, especially if it's made of certain types of material like wool. Some cotton can shrink. Polyester also has the ability to shrink as well. So putting these basic measurements on all of your clothing listings are so important to make sure that your buyer has transparency as to what the specific measurements are and if it differs from the manufacturer's measurements that are given when it was produced. So the first one I want to talk about is jumpers, shirts, t-shirts, anything that is the top half of the body, so coats as well. Now, the two basic measurements you want to be putting on your listings for these is the pit to pit measurement and the length measurement. I don't put any more measurements than these specific two. Some people like to do the length of the arm, which you can do as well, but these two basic measurements are really the bare bones of what you're going to need to be putting on your listings. So as you can see on the video, the pit to pit is quite simply the pit to pit measurement. Make sure that your item is laid out as flat as can be, so it's an accurate measurement of a pit to pit measurement. You can put this in the description of your listings in inches or in centimeters or in mil, whatever works best for you. I personally use inches just because it's a little bit of a more basic measurement than centimeters. When you're doing centimeters, it could get really specific. So inches gives a good generalization of what that size is. And the length measurement is quite simply the length from the bottom of the jacket, jumper, shirt, measurement on the bottom to the measurement all the way to the top. And again, make sure that it's nice and flat, whatever item of clothing it is, so it gives a true measurement of the length from the bottom of the garment to the top of the garment. So these basic two measurements are going to give transparency to your customer as to what the pit to pit is and what the length is. As I mentioned, some people do give the length of the arm measurements. I personally don't, for speed of listing, but these two basic measurements should be on all of your upper body clothing listings. The second one is trousers, jeans, cords, anything that's the lower half. Now, there are three specific ones for this. The first one is waist. So a pair of jeans may have a specific waist when they're manufactured. However, once they've been washed, they've been pre-loved, that waist measurement does have the ability to change. So to measure the waist, quite simply lay the pair of jeans or trousers flat out, as you can see in the video, and it is from one end to the other. So if that measurement is 16 inches, you know that the overall measurement of the pair of jeans once they're on a person, the diameter of them is going to be 32. So essentially whatever it is flat, you times that by 2, that then gives you the waist measurement. The second measurement is inside leg or length. So that is going to be the measurement from the bottom of the rise all the way down to the bottom of the hem. Again, make sure that your item's nice and flat when you're doing this to give a true measurement and not one that's going to be sort of crinkled up, so the measurement may not be accurate. Make sure your item's nice and flat. And as you can see in the video, that is how to measure the inside leg. And the third one is called the rise. Now, rise is basically the measurement, as you can see in the video, from the top of a pair of jeans to the bottom of the crotch, where it then joins to the inside leg. Now, rise can vary really. It can go down as low as 6 inches, which is a really low rise, upwards to 13, 14 inches, which would be considered quite a high rise. But these basic three measurements are very vital, especially when you're listing jeans and trousers that have the ability to drastically change in terms of their size. And again, make sure you put in these specific measurements in the description of your listing so your buyer knows that it's an accurate sizing and it's going to fit them. So that's it, just a quick video for today. Thanks for watching.